Neptune is going into Aries, okay? This is huge. Neptune is a galactic or generational or impersonal planet. That's Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. The guys discovered after we'd been doing astrology for a bit, because they're far away and they move very slow. Neptune takes about 165 years to go through the zodiac. So the last time Neptune was in Aries was between 1861 and 1875. Neptune will enter Aries on March 30th. Just listen. It gets so the astrology is too astrology-ing, whatever. Neptune will retrograde starting July 4th. Yeah, that's what I fucking said. To December 10th. Now, Neptune will retrograde back into Pisces. I believe that is October 22nd. So first of all, really pay attention to what's going on right now, okay? Because we are going to have a retrograde back to the issues that are appearing right now. So Neptune goes direct December 10th, 2025, but it will be Pisces. Neptune officially enters Aries January 26th, 2026. And then we will deal with him there until March 23rd, 2039. I've seen a lot of people be a little butt puckered, a little scared of this transit because everyone's referring to the last time that Neptune was in Aries was when we experienced the Civil War in the United States. There are similarities, it's true, but there are also a lot of differences. Okay, so let's get caught up in what we know for fact. In astrology, Neptune represents like our subconscious, anything in that realm, spirituality, dreams, intuition. He is associated with the ocean and the unseen realm. Cody wants me to let you know that he is the blue planet. He is also an ice giant, an ice gas giant. Neptune, like the other gas giants, don't have solid surfaces. So like physical planets are physical cells. Gas giants, more ideas, philosophies, collective. Neptune was discovered September 23rd, 1846. I want you to know, like, when Neptune was discovered, this is kind of like the height of, like, maybe not the height, but like the awakening of like spirituality. At this time, this is when we start we have the spiritual sisters, the psychics, the seances, Madame Blavatsky, the theosophical. Neptune comes along and all of a sudden spirituality is part of this. Neptune is going to be at that 0 degrees of Aries, okay? Remember, astrologers, not all of them like numbers. We all like 0 and 29 though. So anytime in astrology when something connects with the sun, a conjunction, a Cassini, or is at the 0 degree, that is a new cycle, a new beginning. Aries is the beginning of the zodiac. Neptune is ushering in a new era of spirituality. Total new cycle is coming in for like the next 180 years. As you can see with what's going on, Mercury and Venus, they just had a Cassini with the sun in Aries. It's Pisces eclipse season. So many endings, so many new beginnings. I want us with Neptune in this 0 degree Aries that we have for a bit, I want us to think of like the blue flame or the blue light, whatever you call it. Those spiritual aspects have some version of the blue flame, the blue light, blue pearl, whatever. Blue flame is in various mythologies, but the general consensus is purification, okay? It is a time of the divine. That blue heat on a flame, that is the hottest part. Neptune at the 0 degrees is going to be hot. It's going to be hot, but I don't want us to think about us like burning up in the fire. I want us to think of transformation, purification. A lot of people like to call on the blue light to protect themselves, for it to come down, for it to shine. I am saying that I'm like, this is just me. Neptune with the 0 degree is going to give that energy. So be ready to receive that energy. Focus on the color blue in the flame. We're going to have to burn away some shit. We're going to have to do some exorcisms. We're going to be smelling sulfur, and that's okay. Neptune going into Aries is going to shatter some disillusionment. There is going to be enlightenment. It will probably come like the tower. There's a huge leap between Pisces 29 and Aries 0. It's the end and the beginning. Like Neptune is in the process of death. That's why everything is so bazonkers. He's not going to let go. Remember, we're going to have a retrograde. We're going to have a dance. Neptune loves us in Pisces. He does not want to let that go, but I need him to. I know it will hurt, but I am ready for truth and clarity and reality rather than just not being able to see. We've been working, okay? That Chiron has been in Aries, that North Node has been in Aries. We've been reaching. We have all been reaching towards that individuality, that courage. We're working on it on every level. Personally, with Venus and Mercury, that last eclipse that's coming out, and then Neptune saying, hold my beer, because no, we're going to enlighten on every damn level, okay? Especially on a collective, because I don't know what the fuck this is. I'm excited because, like I said, Neptune in the US's chart to me is war. It says war because we got a thing about our boundaries, okay? We think we are everything. We're the most important. We own things. We can just go do what we want. We can take what we want. Yeah. Neptune and Aries with Saturn not far behind, we're going to get some boundaries. And I know a lot of people are using it to push some fear. And I don't want to be like unrealistic. Everything going into Aries, everyone's going to have to realize the energy is to fight. Not just to fight, but to pop, to be the dandelion, to go through the concrete, have the power. So lean into it, get a little froggy. We have to. We know we have to fight for what we want. We know it's going to take everybody. Don't sink into victim. Don't do that, Pisces North Node. Remember the North Node work we did last year, reaching towards that courage, okay? You can surrender to the truth, but we're not victims, all right? Some things that I am worried about with this transit, I won't BS you. I'm worried about weather. I'm so worried about weather. And all the other planets, the societal planets, move into the time of fire and air. That's always a great time, like for people. It's very like an inspiring, like that's when we make changes. But it tends to be very rough on the earth. Tornado and hurricane season, I'm probably just gonna be crying. I am worried about a little tyranny, obviously. They have the audacity. We got to get it too. To me, I'm also worried about the children, the attack on schools. I'm also worried about like witch trials-esque type energy. We had kind of like a big like awakening, and people were starting to like realize that like mind, body, and spirit are together. We have a lot of people realizing that now. That's kind of the message with the North Node in Pisces and South Node in Virgo. We're a little bit more open and it's all together, but I told you the end of Neptune and Pisces and the beginning of Neptune and Aries would really separate a lot of the spiritual scammers and grifters. You're going to see a lot of witchy people all of a sudden get pretty Christian. I don't know if you've been noticing it, but I've already been noticing on my FYP. But I am ready. I'm ready for the clarity, and I'm ready for all of us after that North Node in Aries. Feeling a shift with the people has been amazing. Like, I do think a lot of people, I mean, not all of us, but I do feel like a lot of people have a lot of hope, and it's because of all this pile up of Pisces at the end of at the end of that zodiac sign. Can't lose that, but we might have to enforce it. You know what I mean? You've never meditated or worked with a blue flame, and you're kind of nervous about Neptune and Aries, I would start maybe trying to getting a little bit more familiar, because I'm not trying to bypass. This is not going to be easy. But it's the switch of energy and the opportunity we need. Blue flame, blue pearl. Sorry, a lot of people, when they talk about the Akashic Records, they find the blue light or the blue pearl. It was an inside joke for a long time with me and the people I worked with about this one girl that would not stop referring to her blue pearl, and this other girl did not know what she was talking about. She thought she was talking about something else. So funny, so funny.